How's it going, everybody? And welcome to the Highly Intelligent Podcast, episode 23. I had to look over at my notes for that one, but today's a day, man. Today's one of those days where I have to record the podcast twice a month, once every other week. You know how it is. That's the schedule, okay? I'm able to maintain this schedule, and honestly, I was lazy trying to make this one, but to be honest with you, I have a lot of topics to talk about. It's just the recording of it I was not really trying to do, but now that I'm here, I feel pretty good about it. You know what I mean? Hopefully, everything's looking good over there on the OBS, and I believe it is. You know what I mean? Nice little sweet background we got there. Kind of want to change it a little bit, but I can't find any B-roll that I like really enjoy, so we're just gonna have to deal with that for now. So today is episode 23, as you guys know, and that means that we are 23 episodes into the 100 episode arc of the first season, because every 100 episodes is going to be another season. This is season 1. On Spotify, ask me what season it is. It's season 1. Okay? And so the first thing I really want to get into today is my birthday. You know, by the time this comes up, I believe my birthday will be tomorrow. If I release this at the right time, my birthday will be a day after this comes out, June 2nd, and I believe this one's going up on June 1st. So yeah, I'll be 20 years old. Big 2-0, man. Big 2-0. It's kind of crazy. Kind of fucking crazy to be 20 years old, to be honest with you, and doing what I'm doing, but, I enjoy it. You know what I mean? I enjoy it very much. Also, the facial hair, I don't know. I didn't shave. I didn't really feel like getting pretty for you guys, to be honest with you. And also look at the way that my computer is just brightening my face. Oh, that's not even my computer. It's that ring light right there. You know what'll be nice if I pause this real quick and then if I go and I change that ring light. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. That was really fucking irritating and annoying just because, like, I like to look a little good when I'm on camera, but with the webcam that I have, I cannot look good. But yeah, this is a 20-year-old face right here, or about to be 20 years old. And, I don't know where I thought I was going to be at 20. To be honest, I never really thought of myself as a 20-year-old. I could only see myself as, like, an 18-year-old when I was younger. I was like, what am I going to do at 18? Well, I'm going to be fucking super successful in whatever I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do. But as you guys know, that did not exactly go to plan. And, I am successful in a way that I am an entertainer and I entertain people. But successful in the money aspect of things, that's to be debated. You know what I mean? You can go and calculate everything I've done on TikTok on my VODs channel. Shout out Mallorax VODs or Mallorax Live. I mean, because I changed it. I changed the username to Mallorax Live, which I did that a while ago. So the fact that I feel like this is the first time I'm talking about it is kind of weird. Have I talked about changing the name? Yikes, 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 yikes. But this is also going to be the first year where I can't recall ever doing anything for my birthday. You know, just one of those things. And when I turned 18, I didn't do anything for my birthday, but I was in Key West when I turned 18. So it was like, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm 18, let me go and do some 18 shit. You know what I mean? And when I was 19, I went to this thing in Central Florida. I forgot what it's called. The Devil's Anus or some shit. What the fuck is it called? The Devil's Den. Devil's Den. Devil's Den. Not the Devil's Anus, but the Devil's Den. It's this hole in the ground that's super pretty, and it's freezing fucking cold, which nobody told me about. Which is probably why all the videos I've seen of it were in a wetsuit. But aside from that, yeah, this is the first year where I cannot recall me actually doing anything for my birthday, and it'll also be the first time I don't have a certain family member with me. Sorry about that. There was some shit going on outside. I had to fucking like talk to someone about some shit. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I am actually missing a family member this year. They're not dead. They're just not here. So it's kind of weird, living your whole life with certain people around you at a certain time of year, and for them to be missing kind of changes things a little bit for me, kind of puts things in perspective. And I don't even know if my friends know about my birthday either. Like I've had these friends for a while, right? I don't recall if they remember my birthday or not. But to be honest with you, I think they may be on the outs with me. Just certain shit that they're posting makes me feel like they don't really fuck with me anymore. You know what I mean? So there's a chance that nobody likes me anymore, which is fine because I am still going to do what I want to do with my life, which is content creation, of course, and being an entertainer. So yeah, hopefully my friends don't hate me. and hopefully they know it's my birthday. Not that they have to know, but it would just be interesting to know if they remember, you know what I mean? Because I have all my friends' birthdays saved on my phone, not on a calendar, but underneath their descriptions on iMessage, you know what I mean? Just so I don't forget them, that I take a look at every once in a while, you know? So I want to see if they actually care about me, or maybe they're just going to look on Snapchat and see it's my birthday and they're going to use that as like a, oh yeah, I knew the whole time type of thing, you know? Because that's what I'd be doing. Me personally, whenever I see that somebody's birthday is on Snapchat, I don't text them on Snapchat, I text them on iMessage. So it's like, I knew it's your birthday. Snapchat didn't tell me because I'm texting you on iMessage. It's your birthday, dude. I remember that shit. But realistically, I had no fucking idea it was their birthday until Snapchat told me. So, you know, hopefully it's not one of those situations. Hopefully I actually remember, but they probably didn't. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Mally Cup right here. You know, I'm drinking in Arizona right now. Arizonas are so hit and miss, I feel like. You know, I feel like I've had this flavor before and I don't remember it tasting like this. Yeah, maybe I do. It's alright. It's pretty alright. But I want to talk to you guys about a situation I had yesterday at Publix. Now, tell me if I'm in the right or the wrong here, alright? So I was checking out, and then I was like, I put the water, right? I grabbed a case of water, I put it on the conveyor belt because I didn't think that the Publix worker was gonna know that I had a water with me, and so I put it on the conveyor belt, and I was gonna go pick it up, but they slid it into that little area where the cashier has all their stuff at. They slid it there, and it was behind the kiosk that you use to pay, right? And so my mom was like, "Go and pick it up." I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll pick it up." But then I noticed it was behind the kiosk, and so I was like, well, I don't know if I can pick it up. It's kind of a weird situation. I have to reach over, pick it up, bring it over the tablet thingy, and then put it back in the cart. It's like, it seems like a lot. And if I accidentally hit the kiosk, and that's going to put me in a weird situation because, like, what if it breaks? What if it falls? It's going to be really fucking awkward. You know what I mean? And also just the awkwardness of reaching over the table and grabbing the thing, you know, like grabbing the water and lifting it up. That's going to be like, I'm going to be all up in the Publix worker's face. You know what I mean? And there's also a guy who does that for you, you know what I mean? Even though the one who was bagging the stuff was an old man. So my mom was like, don't make the old man do all that work. And it's like, yeah, okay, I get it, but I can't, I'm not in the position to lift up the water. He's in the way, the kiosk is in the way, the cashier's in the way. And so I need to like get myself into a position where I can pick it up. And I just never saw that position open up. You know what I mean? I never saw it open up. There was not a gap for me to go in there and grab the waters. He was just, you know, the cashier, not the cashier dude, but the bagger dude was just boom, boom, boom. He was getting all the stuff done. And then he was looking at me when the water came up, and it was like, you're in the way. I can't get past you. You're in the way. It'll be awkward for me to slide next to you and grab it. You know what I mean? Like, you do work there, you know? Not that I wanted him to pick it up. I wanted to pick it up. But I can't just slide next to him and grab it. It'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Because he is a man after all, you know? It'd be kind of like disrespectful maybe, you know? I wasn't really sure what vibe he was on. But, you know, I just didn't, I ended up not picking it up because I didn't want to make an awkward situation out of it, you know? I didn't want to have to like squeeze in between the bagger guy and pick up the waters, you know? It's like, I did not know what to do there. And so I'm kind of here now, and it's like, well, was I in the right or was I in the wrong? There was not an opening for me to grab the waters, you know? There wasn't an opening for me. If there was an opening for me, I would have easily done it, you know? Just like I always do, but there wasn't a fucking opening for me. And so I don't know what the hell I should have done, you know? So you guys tell me who's in the right, who's in the wrong. Tell me if I fucked up or not. That's that's that, you know what I mean? Which I have those types of situations fucking hella, you know? So it's like I can talk about those all day. So, but also something I want to talk about is me getting back into Rocket League. And okay, let me set the stage. I haven't played Rocket League in like 7 years, since I was in middle school with my boys. You know what I mean? My elementary school boys that I used to be friends with, right? And I haven't played since then. And then I logged on and I was playing it a little bit, and I was like, damn, this game, there's low-key levels to this game, but it's the most fun I've had playing a game in so fucking long, bro. Like, a long time. I don't know what it is. There's just a formula there that I'm addicted to, you know? And it's just like, I don't know what it is, but I'm having more fun in this game than I have in almost any game to come out within the last, like, 2-3 years. It's fucking crazy how, like, addicting a game can be, especially after one you haven't played in a long time, you know what I mean? And also, I reconnected with a friend, with an old friend, one of the middle school guys I was talking about, someone that I haven't talked to in a long time. We had a nice long conversation, seeing what's going on with his life, checking up on other people, how other people have changed. You know what I mean? And so, that was nice. It was very. It was a nice conversation, all in all. You know what I mean? So yeah, I fuck with Rocket League again. You know what I mean? I'm not that good though. I'm silver. But the thing is, I'm good. I'm better than a silver player is. But if you rank up, if you play silver lobbies, you're gonna get silver teammates, and silver teammates are dog shit. They are ass. They are poop, and I have to carry them. It's like a 1v2 in every single game. You know what I mean? Your teammate might block the ball one or two times, which it is okay, I guess. Sometimes that can be clutch, but me personally, I would rather get like a good teammate rather than one that saves the ball every now and again. You know what I mean? I would just want to rank up, but I can't do it because I have to 1v2, and frankly, I'm not good enough to 1v2 quite yet. Even though I am usually the best player in those lobbies, it's still not enough for me to pull out the win. You know what I mean? Especially if you guys have seen my clips or even just watch my live streams on TikTok, by the way. There's this dude that I was playing ranked with. His name was Christian. He sold the fuck out of me. Like he stopped like at least 2, 3 of my goals. Even though we still won that game, he still sold the fuck out of me. So I don't know who you are, Christian, but you know what I mean. Come on, let's lock in here. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah, dude, I've just had like a totally positive. Also, that is like really loud. I'm sure. I'm sorry about that. Also, my facial hair does make me look kind of ugly. I look fat today too. I think it's. I actually can't tell what's making me look fat, but it's something. It's fucking something. But yeah, I've been really fucking with Rocket League a lot, and I don't have any friends that really play it. Like I got a dude who I made friends with on stream. He was a viewer, and I invited him to my Discord server. And now whenever I'm playing certain games, he hops on with me on stream. And it's a fun time. It's a fun time, and he's really the only person I know who plays. There is this one guy, but he's like I've invited him to parties. He hasn't joined, and a lot of people I'm friends with in Rocket League. When I invite them, they don't join. Which, to be frank with you, is heartbreaking. To be honest with you, I'm hurt, frankly, at every time somebody rejects my invitation, because it's like, am I really that bad of a person you don't want to play with me? Like that's fucked up. It is fucked up, man. Like, I'm a nice guy for the most part. I feel like for the most part I'm not an absolute dickhead. And also I have they be saying some shit on stream. If you guys have seen that stream where I played with the two guys from my stream on Rocket League, they were saying some pretty offensive stuff, right? And I do just want to apologize on their behalf. And on the stream, you could see that I was trying to get them to stop, but they just wouldn't listen to me. And it's just kind of one of those things. Also, McAfee is fucking spamming my shit. Like, holy fuck. You know what I mean? But yeah, I obviously I don't want to apologize for the racism because it's not my place. I'm not them. But it's like I try not to promote that shit on stream. I try, or off stream. I don't know why I said just on stream or off stream. I don't promote that shit off stream. You know what I mean? So also, did I press? Okay, yeah, I did. I thought it was still paused, but yeah, this is like it's one of those things where it's like I don't really have to apologize for them. They're both grown men, you know what I mean? But also at the same time, it's like it is my audience, so I feel like if anybody's offended, I should apologize for them. But again, I'm not them. I shouldn't have to apologize for them. I guess just the only thing I should apologize for is just simply giving them a platform, which, I'm thinking about kind of reinforcing that, you know what I mean? Because I guess, like, jokes are funny and shit, but if it's just racist to be racist or just offensive to be offensive, it's like, shit ain't funny, You know what I mean? Like, there's tasteful racism, there's tasteful offensive jokes, like, look at Dave Chappelle. Like that's what I mean by like tasteful, kinda, even though that shit's not really that tasteful. It's just, you know, you know what I'm trying to say. It's like, there's times and there's places where it's funny, and I feel like just being racist to be racist is not like, it's not what I want to do. So I tried to talk to them about it off stream even, but they just wouldn't bite, So I don't know about playing with them again, TBH. It's just not one of those things that I really feel like I should do as someone who wants to have an open audience, accept everybody. I just feel like is it like, why should I give them the chance to offend people? And just like, or I could just let them go and be individuals and have that shit to themselves, keep that shit to themselves. So it's really just depends on, because I have a Discord server. Go and join the Discord server. Just go to my Malarax account, the main account, and then press my links, and then Discord link will be there. Sorry, my mind is everywhere because I heard a beep in the background. This whole recording is so fucking scuffed. But join my Discord server. It's chat only. By that I mean it's like you can't post images or links or anything like that, just because I want to keep it safe. I don't want any fucking weird shit. And I also have voice chat channels for when I'm on live and you guys want to join me, so everybody can hear you on stream. But yeah, go ahead and join that. I've actually had a few people since last time I plugged it join, which is interesting enough because I made it a public server, so anybody can join. So I guess it's not like they don't necessarily have to be my fans to join. It's just one of those things, And for the requirements, I have follow Malarax on all platforms. That's one of the requirements to be on my Discord server, because why the fuck not? I don't verify it, but why not? Why not try to scoop as many subs as I can? And once Malarax, like my main account, hits 1,000 subs, then I will be like probably uploading a fuck ton more, just because it's one of those things where it's like, I can't, me making YouTube videos, I like to do it, but the views I'm getting, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where I feel like I deserve better, you know what I mean? But it's also at the same time, it's like, well, I probably don't, to be honest with you. But I feel like somebody with 400 subs should be able to get more than 20 views on their latest video, you know? Like I was getting like 100 to 200 views every video for a little while. And to be fair, that is when I was posting consistently, but still, Also, that was a tangent. But yeah, join the Discord server if you want to be on my stream, or if you just want to chat, I guess. I don't know. The only chat is the general chat. I don't have anything else. So, but the next thing I also want to talk to you guys about is me playing Borderlands 2 again. And I just want to say that this game slaps, guys. This game slaps. If you guys know the Borderlands franchise, you know that this is the peak of the entire franchise. The writing is still a little interesting, you know what I mean? Still corny, still cornball kind of jokes in some places, but it has a little bit better humor than I'd say the rest of them, you know what I mean? And also the villain, of course, Handsome Jack is classic, one of the best video game villains of all time. Not the best, but one of the best. And it's just really fun. And what I've been doing is I don't know, I have this thing. I used to play Borderlands with a friend of mine back when I was really young, and he showed me how to just grind the Infinity Pistol, which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's an item that Doc Mercy drops, and it's a pistol that shoots infinitely, no reloads, no anything, and it's really fucking busted. And so I just like to grind that. I just like to kind of count how many resets I've done since I got one, and I like to get ones that are like slightly better than the last one. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I just think it's kind of fun just to like grind the glitch all day, do the little jump with the geyser that shoots you up, and failing it like 5 times, and then actually finally making it once, and then grinding and not getting it. It's kind of like speed running, but instead of like trying to beat the game, you're just grinding for an item, which I really do find enjoyable. You know what I mean? It's just I never find grinding enjoyable in any game, but I feel like that one specific thing, like the formula, just does something for me. You know what I mean? It's just addictive to me. And also the shooting in Borderlands 2 is also really good. I forgot how satisfying it is to play those games, I just I actually forgot, cuz the last game I played was Borderlands 3, and that shit was a stinker. You guys know that. Story, the writing was fucking dog shit. I didn't even want to continue playing the game. And I stopped playing Borderlands entirely, and also the friend I was game sharing with stopped game sharing with me, so I couldn't play Borderlands 1, 2, or pre-sequel for like 6 years, 7 years. Not trying to make a joke there, but oh shit, I'm always spilling stuff, and so anytime that anything like that happens, I scare the fuck out of myself. Also, this shirt is pink, by the way. This shirt is pink. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. It's not white, it's pink. But the ring lights are fucking destroying me over here. Okay. Let's move that over there. But yeah, dude, Borderlands 2 is just it's a fun game to play. It's a really really fun game to play. And if you haven't played it, a lot of people if you haven't played a Borderlands game, uh I would probably suggest playing Borderlands 4 first, to be honest with you. Even though Borderlands 2 is the best in the series, just I feel like Borderlands 4 could get you into the games maybe more, just because it's like a modern take on Borderlands, and then go back and play all the other ones. You can skip Borderlands 3 if you want. I don't know. I think in terms of gameplay, Borderlands 3 is also like a pretty good game, but the writing just makes you not want to play it. You know what I mean? The writing just like that Borderlands 3 is like one of the only cases of a game that's like the writing is so bad and the gameplay is so fire, but the writing is so bad that it makes you just not want to play the game in general. And that's like one of those things where it's like, how fucking bad is the fucking dialogue? It's like, oh, dude, it's fucking terrible. Like, Borderlands has always been known for kind of like snappy, quirky humor, but Borderlands 3 is just fucking disgustingly unfunny, bro. And the thing is, it's like they're trying to imitate a writer. Okay, so the reason why Borderlands 3's dialogue is so cringy is because there was the writer who wrote Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel. He had corny kind of edgy jokes, right? The problem with Borderlands 3 is that they fired that writer or got rid of him or whatever, and then a new writer tried to replicate the old cringy lines of the old writer. And so it was like a cringy new writer trying to out cringe an old writer. It was fucking disgusting. You know what I mean? And also, what the fuck is this on my microphone? Oh, it's just cat hair. But yeah, it's like it's such a fucking shit show, you know. But Borderlands 3, the gameplay, I don't know. You know what I mean? I've been replaying actually both of them. I've been replaying Borderlands 3 on stream, and I've been fucking running through that shit because I got a shotgun that has infinite ammo as long as you like hit the guy. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a really broken gun that I got at the beginning of the game, and I just don't. I feel like Borderlands 2 just for some reason it's more compelling to play. You know, people say the gun mechanics in Borderlands 3 are better than Borderlands 2, but I really disagree kinda, you know what I mean? Like, I think Borderlands 2's shooting, it's like I don't know, like, it does feel satisfying to shoot and kill people in Borderlands 3, but in Borderlands 2, it's like, there's just something about it that's better. I cannot describe it, you know what I mean? And it's not nostalgia. It's not nostalgia because if it was nostalgia, then I would be like 20 something years old thinking about when he was in fucking middle school playing this shit or whatever the fuck. But instead, I'm just 20 years old thinking about when I was 14 years old. You know, that's not really nostalgia, is it? And if it is, it's pretty good. It's pretty good fucking nostalgia. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I just the writing in Borderlands 3 is dog shit, and it's so cringy that on stream I just can't I can't get through it. You know what I mean? I turned down the NPC volume and also the dialogue volume just because of how fucking corny it is. You know what I mean? And I'm playing right now as Amara. I'm always a Siren guy, by the way. I always pick Siren, except for when I was initially playing him. When I was initially playing him, I think I played as Zero, and then I played as Zane in Borderlands 3, which I haven't played Borderlands 1. And Borderlands pre-sequel, I played the cowgirl. I don't remember what the fuck her name was, because she is not that interesting. You kill her in Borderlands 2 anyway, so it's not like her character really means anything. Um, but yeah, I've only played Borderlands 2 pre-sequel and 3. Uh, I haven't played 4 yet, but I've been looking at the shit. Everyone says it's a great improvement from 3, and they say it's probably the second best one aside from 2. And I'm like, maybe I should buy it. But then again, it's like 70 or $80. You know what I mean? It's like for a year-old game, I'm not paying that shit, bro. And I swear if GTA comes out and it's more than GTA should set a precedent. They should be like, our games are $60 from now on. GTA 6, $60. And then all the other companies are like, no, we have to stop taxing people now. They should definitely fucking do that, to be honest with you. They're not going to, but they should. But speaking of video games, actually, Yujiro Hanma is going to be in Tekken 8. Now, I'm not really much of a Tekken guy. I played maybe a few games of Tekken, but I am a Baki guy, and I think that's tough as fuck. I will not be buying Tekken 8, but You know, it's cool to see that he's in there. I don't really have much to talk about. It's because there's no gameplay or nothing. It was only a reveal trailer. And yeah, Yujiro's in Tekken 8. Cool. I was more of a Killer Instinct guy because my friends were. But yeah, you know what I mean? And this next topic is also really fucking heartbreaking for me in particular. I started looking at jobs, guys. Oh, God. No, 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 no. Yeah, it's true. I started looking at jobs, dude. Fuck. Yeah. What can I say? Life is getting tough right now. You know, life is hard. Unfortunately, as much time as I put into streaming, which by the way, I am more consistent than 99% of all streamers. TikTok itself on the statistics page shows you that. It showed me that I was more consistent than 99% of all creators on TikTok, the entire platform. I was more consistent, which means I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. How can I be so consistent? How can I be more consistent than 99% of all streamers and still be nowhere? You know? And I do have people who enjoy me. I do have regulars, that people that I am entertaining, so I'm fine with that, you know? But that's why I'm searching for jobs, because the money, unfortunately, is not coming through. So also there's a white stain on my desk from somebody leaving something there, but I don't know what the hell that's from. But yeah, the money aspect is just really fucking embarrassing, dude, because it's like, I worked the job for like a few months and it was just fucking dog shit, bro. Like, hot as fuck. People are rude as fuck no matter what. Even if they see you're hot, you're sweaty, you're fucking exhausted, you're still just rude as fuck. It's just, it's just not for me, you know? I just can't work a normal fucking job, dude. That shit is not, I just can't, you know? I can't live the same day over and over and over again, which I know what you're saying. Didn't last stream you talked about how every single day is the same? Yes, but it's the same in a good way. I'm doing something I love doing. I'm entertaining people. I'm streaming. I just can't work that shit, you know? And it's like that's like a and if I get a job, then I'm gonna be too tired to stream. And if I'm too tired to stream or create YouTube videos in there goes my whole fucking dream, you know what I mean? My whole dream gone. I won't be able to be an entertainer because I'll be so fucking tired making $8 an hour. You know what I mean? It's fucking gross. And it's like if I just moved 40 minutes below, I would be in Florida and be making 14 an hour at the minimum. But unfortunately, I don't have enough money to move down there, nor will I ever, because it's just not. I would never be able to make enough money to move away working here, no matter where I worked. So, fucking sucks, to be honest with you. I'm kind of trapped, but and I am looking into jobs, but you guys know my philosophies. I've talked about it so many times. If you're not doing something you want to do in life, then what's the fucking point of living? And yeah, that's how I think about it. And it actually kind of leads perfectly into this next topic, which is hoping that something changes in my life. Because yes, I am looking for a job, but I'm really hoping something changes in my life that'll like boost my streaming career, you know what I mean? Because I can post YouTube videos, you know what I mean? And I'm going to post one for my birthday obviously, so get ready for that one. But you know, I'm waiting for a change in my life, whether that's something dramatic or something minor, something that just I notice a difference in my day-to-day life, you know? Something that's like, oh, it's a little better, you know? Because I've said this before, but I can't think of a single positive change that's ever happened in my life ever. I can think of changes, but how many of them have been positive reinforcement? I can't think of a single fucking one, to be honest with you, except for me streaming. That's the only good thing that I think has ever happened to me, and it's not even something that happened to me, it's something I started doing, you know? Good shit does not happen to me. Good shit has never happened to me ever. It's only bullshit. The only good shit that happens to me is shit that I do for myself, you know? And if I'm doing my dream, what more can I do possibly? You know what I mean? Also, I started posting my clips on Facebook. Go follow my Facebook at Malarax. A little bit of an awkward time to plug that, but don't worry, you guys will forgive me, right? But yeah, I'm looking for a change, and that also leads perfectly into my next topic, which is a big streamer. I want a big streamer to pick up my shit, obviously. because from everything that I've noticed or from everything I've learned, streamers blow up through mainly other streamers putting them on. You know what I mean? You have your exemptions like Queso, and I don't believe that Jinxie ever had anybody put him on, but then again, I could be dead ass wrong about that. I just don't know enough about that, but I feel like Queso, maybe Jinxie are the only real exceptions there. And it's just kind of tough because it's like I have like almost 2 million total views on all my clips combined, you know what I mean? And it's like not one of those 2 million people were a big streamer who liked it. Kind of heartbreaking, you know what I mean? It's like I put a lot of effort into this, but what can I do? There's nothing I can do, I feel like I can't put my humor into my streaming as well. Like I have funny moments on stream, but I feel like my humor is just so hard to convey through. I don't know. I just don't know how to adapt it to the camera. Is mainly what I'm doing because I feel like I'm funny, except whenever I'm streaming, it's like I'm not. It's difficult for me to explain because it's nobody really understands how it is except for me. I feel like, but hopefully I'm able to like convey my humor in a certain way. You know what I mean? Because I can make people laugh IRL. It's not a thing to make people laugh IRL. I feel like I'm actually funny, but it's just on stream. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? So I feel like if a big streamer sees any of my clips, they're gonna be like, "This is not funny," and they're not gonna fuck with me. But it's like, I feel like I am. It's hard to translate it through the screen. It's just one of those things. I can't do anything about it, but I'll try to figure out a way to transfer my humor through life, into this computer screen. I'll try. But one thing that it is, it's like a lot of the jokes I tell, I don't know if TikTok is going to ban me for. I can be funny. It's just I don't know if TikTok is like if they necessarily like what I'm saying because one of my funniest bits of all time, it was also on one of my longest streams of all time, was me talking to this dude who I'd mentioned earlier, who I play games with on stream, who I met through stream. We were talking about OnlyFans, and I was like, "Fuck it, dude! I'll do anything for $20." And TikTok, they didn't like that. Obviously, it wasn't as simple as that. The joke was a little more graphic, but TikTok did not like it. Not only did they restrict me, they put a strike on my shit, and I couldn't go live for a week. I had to switch to Twitch. And also, I couldn't even upload the VOD or any of the clips. I feel like if I could have uploaded those clips, maybe my life would be different. You know what I mean? But instead, TikTok just had to, whoop, fuck me. Just straight up my ass is what that noise was. If you guys couldn't tell by my whoop noise, that was TikTok putting their dick straight up my ass. Which apparently they don't like me talking about, but it fucking happens. But yeah, I feel like my humor is so hard to convey, especially through TikTok, just because of how censoring they are. Every time I harass somebody in one of these games, like every time I talk shit to somebody in Rocket League, I have to beg to the camera, like, TikTok, I'm joking, I know this guy, he's my best friend, please do not ban me. It's like, ending every single joke I make with that is like, kind of takes the wind out of it, kind of knocks the blow out of my shit. But, again, it's just something that I can't change, so I'm gonna have to deal with it and adapt. But speaking of streams, I started playing Minecraft Dungeons again. Now, for the OG viewers, you guys know I've started playing Minecraft Dungeons on stream like a year ago. But I wasn't uploading VODs back then. And now that I am uploading VODs, I started playing it again. And it's tough, the game's tough. It's a little more difficult than I remember it being too. So that's nice, even though I was trying to do it on the hardest difficulty, but the hardest difficulty was only like 3 points more than what I am, my level, and the difficulty underneath that hardest, I'm 3 points above. So the gap there is fucking crazy. So it's like if I play the one that I'm supposed to be on, I'm gonna go through everything. It's gonna be so fucking easy. But if I want a little bit of a challenge, it's like damn near impossible. So I'm stuck. It's kind of one of those things, But I'm gonna try it though. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try that shit for sure. And I want to play it off stream, but it's like if I play it off stream, then I might get tired of it, and I won't want to play it on stream. And since I started this series, I kind of need to finish it because I have a thing with not finishing my series. I have Cuphead going, I have Minecraft Dungeons going, and I have Borderlands 3 going, and Slime Rancher. I have 4 single player games that I'm trying to complete right now, and I have decent amount of time into all of them. Which one am I probably not going to finish? I mean, Cuphead's not that long of a game, so I feel like I would finish that eventually. Probably, I want to say like Borderlands. I'm probably not gonna finish, to be honest. Maybe Slime Rancher too, but I feel like Minecraft Dungeons is easy enough to finish, or just even just go back to, you know. But yeah, I feel like Borderlands is just one of those games where it's so like the writing is so bad that maybe I just won't finish it because I don't want to have to go through that suffering on stream. You know what I mean? So, and also, I was gonna talk about Nova Online, but what the fuck do I have to say about Nova Online except for that he grooms minors? You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing else I should say about that. And then I was also gonna talk about iDubbbz because like he was one of my favorite YouTubers growing up, and now he's like fucking weird. But I feel like it's just not the kind of podcast for that, you know? Like Nova Online grooms minors. iDubbbz is I don't even know how the fuck to describe that man, I'll be honest with you. So that has been it for this episode of the Highly Intelligent Podcast. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, make sure to rate 5 stars if you're on Spotify, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.